Beep, boop, beep.
Welcome, everybody, to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. This is our weekly Star Wars Resistance review, and today we're going to be discussing Season 2, Episode 1, Into the Unknown. Sorry, I almost forgot the title for a second there.
Not even YouTube wanted this to happen.
Yeah, it's... Jesus Christ. Before we even get started, I had one note for this. Like, usually, I like to fill up a pretty damn decent page of notes.
Yeah.
This is my one note. Starts off serious and then quickly goes back to stupid as shit. I couldn't even articulate a proper sentence because of how awful this is.
It's like there's no character growth at all.
No, the only growth is Tora's accent. Like, that is the only thing that's changed. She has a much more Latin accent.
That is very true.
Like, I guess I'm bringing this up. I probably could have looked up to see if they changed the voice actor or not, but
No, I think it's the same one.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Just much more Latin.
I did notice like it was so much more pronounced when she was speaking with that captain. With
Yeah,
the,
I mean,
the
I
agent.
dig it, but
Huh.
yeah, it's definitely pulled you out of it.
All right, well, thank you guys for joining us live. If in fact you're joining us live, basically we're picking up right off where we left. They're flying into unknown space. They come out of hyperspace and they realize that their ship is massively damaged and they need to find a nearby system. They're looking for Dakar, the resistance base that Kaz heard Commander Leia talking about.
You mean General?
General Leia, I'm sorry. I didn't want to denigrate her rank. He heard General Leia mention it, and so he's convinced that they're there. Ironically, they're not going to be. He might just run right into the tail end of the slowest space race ever. That is The Last Jedi.
They might pass him up at this rate.
That would be the best. Yeah, so they're trying to go to Qatar. The problem is they have to fix the ship. So Kaz goes down with Tora to below the ship, to the sort of engine rooms, as it were, to discover that those tortoises, people, the heroes in a half shell that usually run this shit, are hiding in their shells because there's some mysterious danger. You can't see me doing air quotes, but I'm doing air quotes.
Hey, you know what? That fucking that BB unit was pretty goddamn menacing. Like, he had a deep beep boop beep.
That was true.
And a red eye.
That's true. His BB balls dropped, and so it was a deeper.
Yes.
He had a deeper octave to his beep, boop, and beep.
Yeah, much scarier.
I don't understand why one droid is going to terrify a whole bunch of tortoises. I don't get that.
Well, because they're slow and he's fast.
I still don't buy that shit.
Something. I don't know. I'm trying to make some sense out of this fucking episode.
It was bananas. So it was split into two different groups. We had the idiots bumbling around the bottom of this space station trying to figure out how things work, and as if they've never even seen like a hydro spanner before. Pulled that one out of my ass. And then it switches.
Pull a hydro spanner out of your ass.
It hurt. And then on the other end, you had their buddy, Tam, just totally defecting and hating her once really good friends because they weren't 100% truthful with them. Totally made sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I would totally change everything just because somebody didn't bother to tell me they were a spy.
I don't know how to tell you this. I'm a spy.
All right, I'm done.
In the house of love.
I'm done with this shit. I'm going back to my real love of Star Trek.
I know the dream. What? What? It's all been a lie.
It's all a lie. I don't even know what a Star Wars is. I've never watched
it. No, it's so close to where we left them, and of course it's like the next scene, and so why wouldn't it be so close to it? But we had like hints of growth in these characters that just fell flat, and there was none of it. And it was all slapsticky with the zero gravity. The best part of this entire episode was the bar.
Yeah, that was the only part where I felt it was justified, like showing the whoop, 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 whoop moments.
The old man chasing after his liquor that was floating away.
Yeah, that shit was funny. That was
I was like, that would be me.
Yeah, it just God, because the last 2 episodes of the last season, I mean, they weren't good. Nothing about that show was good, except for episode 6. But there was actual growth. There, like, Kazuda wasn't a fucking bumbling idiot. I mean, he was, but he accomplished shit. Yeah. Like, you could tell that he had changed, like he had grown as one is supposed to during this journey.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like within a 30-minute period, that stopped. Now he's back to being a fucking idiot because
and no emotion. He watched the planet that his father lived on explode. And then the next episode, this episode we just watched, he's like, I wonder if my dad was on that planet that blew up.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, where's your emotional resonance? Where's the tragedy? Like,
I don't know. I can get it. Like, when you lose so much so fast, it can take a minute to catch up.
Yeah.
Like, you get that bit where you're numb, but he's also fucking stupid, so I'm sure that has everything to do with it.
Yeah, plus there's a lot of stuff going on to kind of take his attention away. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get that. It just seemed a little callous and just hollow.
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway, they go down there to the engine room. I can't remember what they called it. In order to fix all the broken things that were not working correctly because they were broken things. And the black BB droid from The Last Jedi came rolling on in and fucked up their BB unit. And as soon as what is that alien's name?
Niku.
Niku went searching. He fucked up Niku, and it was just like it was like Rambo BB.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was definitely a mixture of Rambo and Gizmo at the end of the first Gremlins, which was Rambo. But yeah,
it was Gizbo, I don't know. I can't do it. Anyway, it was like whipping everyone's took us. And so it ended up where they had to sort of trick it. And then they pulled an alien, which, I can definitely hold on to a bar while the force of space is sucking me out of my oxygen-rich environment. And there's a droid holding on to me. I would definitely not let
I mean, don't forget that droid's easily, about 200-300 pounds.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Perfect sense. Because if there's one thing we know about Kaz, he's like a fucking Olympian.
Yeah.
This fucking loser. Yeah. So he just held on like he was Ripley in Alien, and the BB droid was left out into open space, just sort of floating on its own. And it pisses me off so bad. If all of the oxygen is sucked out of a room, there is no more oxygen left in said room.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it works. You can't, and here's the deal. If the rest of the starship was not, like, had airlocks in place to block their engine room off, everyone in that place would have been dead right then. No oxygen, period. It would have all been sucked into the vacuum of space like that. Now, if they did have airlocks, I'm sorry?
There's a lot of shit involved in that, like how pressurized everything is, what the flow of oxygen is, what their supply of oxygen is, how it's recycled. Like, there's a lot of shit involved in that aspect of it. But I just kind of naturally assume anytime a hatch closes that it is vacuum sealed and each individual area is pressurized.
Okay, so I thought the same thing, but then you open that door, there's nothing in that room then.
Yeah.
Because there's no open vents venting oxygen. Otherwise, it pulls it through all of the vents throughout the whole starship. So if it's closed down, it's got to be closed down. Like, there's consequences here, people. You can't just open...
because it's resistance.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Touche. Good point. I don't know why. I had those videos lined up to run in the background. Sorry.
That's okay. Nobody needs to watch this shit.
Move along.
It's awful.
This is not the cartoon you are looking for.
Yeah.
I was really hoping, I don't know why, but, you know, Rebels wasn't great season 1. Season 2, it picked up with the strength. Like, we had Vader.
Well, even the end of Rebels was good.
Yeah.
Like, the end was... I mean, fuck, that's when we get Thrawn and shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
We know this is the final season. If they're going to pull out any stops, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, especially with this being a shorter season. Like last season, we had, 22 episodes or something along those lines? This one, it's 14 episodes.
Yeah.
So they got to cram a lot of story because this is supposed to be the through line between Last Jedi and the fucking Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Yeah, I just giving us like an extra scene with Phasma, at this point, she's worthless. We know how worthless she is as a character. She doesn't do anything. She achieves nothing. There's no actual reason why anyone should, on camera, why anyone should ever be scared of her. She's just a worthless character. And yet she's presented as if she were Kylo Ren herself on the screen.
Yeah, she's just like a sexy Boba Fett.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Everything about this is so goddamn dumb.
Yeah.
And I get it's for kids. That's their excuse.
Yeah,
well,
fuck
we can't have any good story because it's just for kids, so why should we try? Well, I don't know. You did that with other cartoons. Clone Wars was for kids, and it's whipping ass. Like, it's great.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't understand how people don't remember their childhood. Like, this is the kind of shit that if I watched as a child, I would think it was too fucking stupid, and they were pandering for, like, infants.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that mentality. The kids aren't as stupid as people think. I mean, a lot of them are, but still,
there's a fair amount.
The cartoon should be a slightly more highbrow.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're just doing a slow ease into the season. I already purchased the SD version of this season because I needed to review it, and now I'm having buyer's remorse, and I hate myself a little bit. And I kind of want to cut myself. So maybe the next one's going to be better, you know?
Let's hope so, because there's, like, they can't be slow with this. We have 14 fucking episodes. Like, this is, people. If I remember correctly, this is supposed to end, right, like, the finale is supposed to be before the the Rise of Skywalker comes out. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
Don't have a lot of fucking time.
All right, well... Here's hoping it gets better. I did not enjoy this episode. It was very slapsticky and kind of dumb. Mm-hmm. No growth, nothing new. It was all just residual.
Yep, just Tora's accent. That's the only thing that changed.
All right, Tora, get down with your bad self. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. Anything else?
I hate Resistance.
All right, well, until next week when we will inevitably be disappointed in this next episode. May the Force be with you.
Maybe he's shell-shocked.
Oh, gosh.
I hate myself so much.
I had a huge argument about the use of that.
I was turned off.
What's up, Princess Mimi? Princess Mimi.